is I feel girls take whatever you say more literally. So if I give them some instructions, they'll try and do it exactly to the letter, and boys will try and find their own way of making it work to please the coach.
Alright, the biggest difference I notice with coaching boys and girls is girls, they listen really well, and they want to be really careful to do exactly what you say, so they will not do a skill if they feel that they can fail and that they're not going to do it right. Whereas boys, if you give them instructions, by the time you say go, they're already going, they're running out there, they're trying to do it, and you have to freeze them and then like go over it again a few thousand times, but then they'll get it.
So the difference that I've seen just in my experience is that with the boys you can be a little bit more competitive and a little bit more aggressive in your communication with them, just because in general I think the guys are a little bit more competitive than girls are. Whereas on the girls' side, they don't respond as well to that little more aggressive, competitive communication style as the boys do, and it can actually have the opposite effect, a negative effect. They might not, they may not connect well with the coach that has that certain side of communication style.
Coaching boys and girls, girls are definitely more about the relationship and the team they are, more so than the competition. Although competition is important to them. So
the primary difference between coaching boys and girls in the game of soccer are: boys tend to be focused on group competition. They tend to be very aggressive and physical as far as being hands-on with each other. When it comes to skills, they focused on doing it quickly before worrying about mastery of the skill itself. They also are very concerned about themselves and tend to blame poor performance on others when compared to themselves. Girls, on the other hand, are more inclusiveness, looking for that commonness with each other. They're also self-competitive, great listeners. They focus on mastery of the skill before doing it quickly. They're focused on team concerns over their own concerns. And when it comes to poor performance, they blame themselves before they blame others. Girls and boys are motivated to compete for and by different reasons. These examples show clear differences in how boys and girls practice and compete. Girls love competition in soccer. Girls communicate in a way of inclusiveness where they look to build bonds of commonness. Coaching directed at barking orders or focusing on identifying differences confuses and may turn off girls to the game of soccer. Boys love competition in soccer as well. Boys' desires to compete against each other, keeping tallies and scores, allow coaches to pit them against each other in situations where each boy gets better through battle. Little emphasis is placed on bonding and team building in these situations. These comparison examples of boys and girls practices show boys focused on doing the task quickly to beat someone else, versus the girls are doing the task correctly and not focused on speed at all. A book by Mary Healy Jonas, Do Boys and Girls View Competition in Different Ways?, focuses on the difference between coaching boys and girls. She says girls tend to be more analytical than boys. This means girls will not take generalities at face value. They will want to know why they should do something a particular way more so than boys will. Team unity is also very important to girls, more so than boys. Girls place an emphasis more on fair play than boys, or boys are more likely to bend the rules.
Talk to each other.
Appropriate communication during practices and games can eliminate much of the frustrations coaches feel when coaching opposite-sex teams. In conclusion, I'll leave you with a quote from Dr. Craig Stewart. If differences exist, coaches need to be aware of them. That awareness could assist coaches in varying coaching styles to meet the individual needs of the gender being coached. If individualization is achieved, coaches would be assisting both the team and the individual player in achieving the highest performance possible. It could also reduce the frustration experienced by coaches who switch between teams of different genders. It is my opinion that girls and boys do need to be coached differently. It should not be insulting to either sex. Instead, it shows a level of commitment by the coach to alter their style to get better performance.